Hello. Hello, test. Check. 1, 2. So I decided to start the stream an hour early at my time, so it'll be the same time on the East Coast as it was before with the time change. So should be 8 o'clock there, right? Yeah, at 5 o'clock here, so it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Probably going to confuse some people. But y'all figure it out. Well, there's one popped in. Figured it out. Who is that? Hello and welcome. As soon as I start talking, Lily starts meowing. She thinks I'm talking to her. So up in the right-hand corner, there should be a card up there that you can take a look at. We've got some news from YouTube's Creator Insider channel. They're starting their AI to monitor comments for the protection of minors and all that. And I just so y'all know that I will abide by all of the rules. So we have to kind of watch what we're saying, unfortunately. You just have to think of the minors that might be watching. And I have a minor that watches my channel all the time anyway, so it's my ex's grandchild. So she's 9 years old, and she's right at that age where she gets curious and wants to know, well, what does that mean? What does this mean? So yeah, there's two. Nobody's talking. Hello, whoever you are. Actually, starting an hour early for me is better. You know, like I was saying, it'd be the same time on the East Coast as it was before because of the time change, but I get to knock off an hour early, so you know, I'm not stuffing my face that close to bedtime. There's 3 watching. Nobody's talking. Is the chat not working, guys? Been some rumors around, I guess, that YouTube is going to change up their stuff again. I haven't heard anything or seen anything. It's just hearsay that yeah, that's about right, Kevin. Hello there. So yeah, anyway, I was saying that rumors, you know, I haven't heard anything or seen anything. It just, you know, somebody was talking about it the other night that they're going to, YouTube's changing up their stuff again. You're going to have 10,000 subscribers for monetization and all that. I don't think that they're going to do that. They're shooting themselves in the foot. So there's a lot more smaller channels than there are bigger channels. So, you know, they demonetize me because I don't have 10,000 subscribers. Then, you know, they're not going to get to put the ads on my channel. but they are keeping up with the 9,000 hour watch time. So, yeah, vicious rumors go hand in hand. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, if they're talking about me, Gavin, they're leaving somebody else alone, I guess. So is this a better time for you, Gavin? I'm thinking that, it's the same time as it was before, just the time change, I guess. I mean, like I was saying and repeating myself, I get to knock off an hour early, so. Not a whole lot of news going on right now. Been trying to get Blacktop Boondocker in here to help host once in a while, but he's working 2 jobs and all that kind of stuff, so he was saying he doesn't know if he can get in here and do it or not, but the invite's out there for him. You should go watch his channel too, Blacktop Boondocker. Pretty good guy. We've been friends for a long time. Bottom of YouTube, the point, that's what we call ourselves. Bottom of YouTube. So it's 8 o'clock there, isn't it? Well, 10 after 8, Gavin. I would imagine Chin is confused because, let's see, I think he's on the same time we are at this moment, so he's probably not even watching. You come strolling in here about an hour later. How come nobody told me? Well, pay attention. So last week we had a troll come in. We haven't had that for quite a while. So that's what's kind of prompted this channel, they can come in and say what they want, but they can't, they can pick on me all they want. I don't care. But when they start saying stuff, that affects other people in the chat, then, bye-bye. That's all we can do. Give them a timeout, and then they keep it up, gone. Hate to be that way, but, it's my channel. Hey, darling. How's my darling tonight? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Arizona lady trying to get a selfie with a panther. Oh wait, you know what? I did see something about it, but I didn't read it. I just figured, ding-a-ling. Doing pretty good, darling. Feeling pretty good. That kind of stuff. Had a little ear infection, and so I had to get some antibiotics, and doctor put me on steroids, so a little bit aggressive tonight. What? I did see something too as well where a guy got swept into a whale's mouth and lived. Yeah. What I want to know is what was he doing so close to the whale? Yeah, darling, I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. So. Oh, come on, not yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Wait a while. No. No. Don't blink at me. Don't be blinking at me. You know, you gotta be. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but you know, you just gotta be an idiot to climb over the fence. You know, past the barrier. Well, I mean, God. Yeah, that's it, darling. That's okay. We got it figured out, darling. I think I was saying last week, wasn't it? You don't have to worry about how you're spelling. We got, you know, we've all read each other's comments, and we've learned to read between the lines and all that stuff now. So you know, it don't make any difference. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Larry. That was a fun video. I like to do it. I like doing that one. At that time, you know, I was losing some belly fat, and so you know, I decided not to buy any new pants until I got down to where I wanted to be. So I spent a lot of time pulling them up. Well, you can be critical of your own if you want to, but not to worry about us, darling. We're all pretty docile around here. Got a lot of comments on that one too, Larry. I should have did the little, you know, little jumps, a couple of little jumps up and down, you know, like he used to do. Darwin Award, yeah. Hiya, Thunder. Oh yeah, I'm full of you know what and vinegar tonight, Thunder. That's okay. That's all right, darling. Hi there. Oh, you know I could never pronounce that JWFIFTI. Hi, by the way. Did you tell me what your name was? What I can call you besides that? Before? I don't remember. Jeff. Okay. I'll try to remember that now. And hello, Jeff. How are you? I told her to shut up a few minutes ago, Thunder. She's starting in already on me. So right now she's just kind of laying there staring at me, contemplating how she's going to get my knee. Okay, Jeff, that's I did not do that. If you noticed it, like I was saying earlier before you logged in, YouTube is changing their AI thing now. They're implementing the AI to monitor comments, and so it's another apocalypse going on. Just for no reason they'll just not let a comment show until the AI figures out how to do it right. So I'll just have to kind of put up with it just a little bit, but I'm watching, and if it's not bad, I'll just go ahead and approve it. So I'm doing good, Jeff, I think. The solar, it's still working. The truck's parked out in the front, so it's plugged in at the moment. But it works good. And when I'm out, it works pretty good. On full sun, 500 watts with full sun, I'm getting 14.1 on the batteries in about 3 hours from being at 12.2 during the night, 12.2, 12.3. Yeah, though, and I was saying earlier too that I've heard some stuff where they were going to change their subscription thing. They were saying that I haven't heard anything, I haven't seen anything about it, but somebody was talking about it last night, that they had heard some stuff that they were changing it to 10,000 subscribers before they're monetized. Like I was saying, that's they're shooting themselves in the foot if they did that, because there's a lot more small channels than there are big channels. So I don't have 10,000 subscribers, and if they demonetize me because of that, then they don't make any money. Duh. Just, doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, they're starting to monetize all kinds of stuff. Monitor all kinds of stuff now. And yeah, titles and oh boy, I'll get it out in a few minutes. Just give me a minute. Thumbnails, that's what I'm trying to say. I get a kick out of some of the people too that I watch. They're complaining about it. They can't figure it out, Well, how come they did? How come they did that? I don't have any real bad language. You just think it's not bad language. It's mostly for the minors. Myself, I've got one minor at least that I know of that watches my channel, and she watches the Hangout. She doesn't talk, but she watches them. She's 9 years old, so she's right at that age where she's starting to ask, what did that mean? What did that person mean? Yeah, you're probably right, Gavin. In fact, if y'all look up in the right-hand corner, there's a card up there that will take you to the YouTube Insiders channel, and they were talking about that. So When you get a chance, take a look at that. I mean, it's monitoring comments and that sort of stuff. They're not talking about 10,000 subscribers on that particular one. Yeah, can you believe that, Larry? Jeez. I don't want to get too political, but, something wrong with making America great? Is something wrong with that? I don't see it. Anyway. I'm just glad I was born and raised here. That's all I got to say about it. Yeah, somebody just sent me an email. Probably complaining because I'm talking about stuff. And there for a little while. I first I want to apologize. There's just some stuff I want to get off my chest too. So, I've had some really nice ladies come in and talk, and that, darling, you're one of them, and there's a couple others that used to come in, but there was stuff going on that they didn't want to put up with it, so they don't come back. That hurts me. Hurts my feelings. Wah. There. Okay, I'm through whining. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos on it too, darling. On YouTube. That's a good thing, darling. That's a good thing. Say what you want, but don't try to change me. Yeah, Kevin, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I understand, darling. So I've been trying to get, blonde jokes, huh? Those are just fun. Hi, Sam. That's right. And nobody's going to change me. Yeah, Chris doesn't come around too much anymore. I kind of got on him a little bit about it. So, I don't know if he's, hurt. Well, I'm sorry. We're going to abide by all of the rules. Larry? It was Chris Diamond. he's a good guy, basically, and and like they were saying, he was just trying to have some fun, but uh, you know. See, that's what I was talking about earlier, Sam. We know what you're talking about. You don't have to be, correcting your spelling. We got it. Only one that corrects her spelling is Darling, and I had to just get that little dig in there for you, darling. Now I didn't make an announcement that I was going to start an hour early, and so he's probably not even paying attention right now. He'll, if he's able to get on, he'll be coming in here about, in about 30 minutes or so. They changed their time in Nevada, so I think we're on the same time now. So it would be like starting an hour early for him. That's what we're going to start calling you, that, darling. Spell check, darling. Nah, we're not going to do that to you. Yeah. SP darling. That's what. Yeah, that's it. SP darling. Well, that'd be all right, Gavin. Arizona tried it one time. Uh, it lasted one season, and they never did it again. Only because Arizona people couldn't figure it out. Everybody was late for work or showing up early or something. Well, you're in for it now, darling. Gavin's on you. Yay, Larry. Good deal. 6 weeks will go by quick. Are y'all ready? Oh, that's good. That's good, Sam. That works. That's funny, Gavin. Or Sam, that's funny. I like that one. That's why I like doing the Hangouts. I don't have to type. I can run my mouth pretty good. I'm still tempting you, Gavin. Drive to I-40 and turn left. Darling, do you watch Gone with the Winds? They do sailing. You probably watch them. Good deal. And you'd be welcome. I'm telling you that. I wish they'd do a full tour of their boat, though. You just get to see glimpses of it and, little parts of it if they're, working on something. But I'd like to see a full tour of it. Hello, Danny. Good to see you. I'm not buffering tonight. Usually I am. Nobody else has said anything about it. I retired early. I retired at 62. I'm 70 now, so, I don't miss getting up and going to work. Get up when I want to and go to bed when I want to. I'm usually up by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But, I'll go back to bed later. Now, don't push it. Wait till you can spend a few days in the forest before you do that. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm going out there. Show up good. If you don't, it's all right. Man, you got a little bit to go yet, Gavin. Unless you win the lottery. That'd be a long walk, Kevin. Yeah, I know. If you have to drive like that, and when you get there, you're too tired to enjoy anything, and and then before you know it, you got to turn around and try to make it back in time to go to work again. So that's a long haul from where you are to Oklahoma. I know Alan used to do that. He'd leave like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Vegas and then try to drive all the way through. He wouldn't get there until about the crack of dawn, the next morning, and then he was too tired. He just went to bed. So, the first day was a waste. Yeah, you have to go back to work to get a rest. What's wrong with that picture? What? Oops. Like they used to say on SNL. What's with this? Oops. I know what it means when I say oops. Hello, Rob. Well, I guess Gavin's got a new one now too, Gavel. What's going on with Rob Steinhaus tonight? Steinhauser. Eyes are all blurry. That's Hauer. Steinhauer, not oh, man. I'm just butchering everybody's name tonight for some reason. Doing pretty good, Rob, as a matter of fact. I was saying earlier I ended up with a little ear infection. Well, actually, it wasn't a little one. It was a pretty good one. And doctor put me on antibiotics and steroids. So been on the steroids about 3 days. So I'm a little bit aggressive now. Makes me want to get out and do something, even if it's wrong. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice little blurry shot. I hope that was a camera and not me. Yeah, that many hours driving to Class A, you get pretty tired. Or at least in mine, you do. You know, in 78, they weren't, you know, too hip on comfort in driving. So, you know, it's a handful. About 3 hours, and I got to stop and take a break. When I first got it, it was, you know, it'd change the lane in no time flat. So you had to really put lots of creases in my seat. But, you know, I rebuilt the front end on it, and that helped a lot. and stiffen the rear springs up a little bit, and that helped even more. So, but it'll still wander around. You got to watch it. Yeah, it was really cold here for a little while, Rob, and then it warmed up for about three or 4 days, I guess. Had some nice sun, and was able to sit outside in a short sleeve shirt and that kind of stuff. And now it's cold and windy again, so it's going to be like that all week. Been raining off and on all day, and it's going to be raining for the next 2 or 3 days. So, tis that time of year, and March is just windy anyway all the time here. So. I always figured about 300 miles a day in my Class A, if I could do that. I'm in Arizona, if you're talking to me. East Central Arizona. About 3,500 feet, so it's not like Phoenix. Phoenix is just right about 1,100, so we're a little bit higher than they are, so it's a little chillier here. Chillier, is that a word? Chillier. Hey, Steven. Well, if I had a chance, I would do the Louisiana. That's for sure. I love Louisiana. Louisiana. As a friend of mine used to call it. Yeah, Nebraska, they can keep Nebraska and Iowa and all those plain states there, Don't like that. Oh, did you, Thunder? Yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. Lafayette's my favorite spot. I love to listen to those people talk. I keep saying that, but some of those real Cajuns, real thick accent. I love that. Yeah, Stephen, I remember going across the long bridge there and not being able to see the back end of my trailer. And, there's no place to pull over and wait. You just have to keep going. No place to stop, no place to turn around, nothing. I heard he passed away, Gavin. What was it? I don't think I want any guaranteed fried gator. Guaranteed. Oh, that's not good. Liver cancer and spleen cancer in the spleen is not good. Yeah, pancreatic cancer. That's what I'm trying to say. Not spleen. Yeah, like chicken needs garlic. Lots of it. Saturday night, the Twist and Shout down there in Lafayette. There he is. There's Chin. Did we confuse you? I figured you'd come in griping because nobody told you we started an hour earlier. Oh yeah, I remember honeydews. I always got them with, honey, why? Boy, I've heard a few really good blonde jokes. Well, I'm going to have to turn the heat on, guys, a little bit. Sorry. Have to listen to the roar. Well, it's unplugged. Dilly, why'd you do that? Be right back, guys. She jumps up on the doghouse and unplugs the heater. I think she does it for spite. Well, yeah, it's cold here, Thunder. As desert rats, we don't like it when it gets below 60. Yeah, that's about right, darling. Yeah, what's the number to 911? I was telling Mike with Living Free. Him and Marta are back together. They moved into his Class C. Marla moved in there with him, moved all of her stuff in there. You know, he was liking it pretty good. She made it into a home. You know, guys tend to just be all functional and and nothing fancy. So he was pretty liking it pretty good. And I was telling him that there's two rules to a good relationship. The first rule is the lady's always right, mostly, and the second rule is refer to rule number one. Yeah, they were both pretty happy about it, darling. They really were. I think Mikey's got himself a good woman, and he better watch his P's and Q's and all that, because that will hurt him if she gets mad and leaves. Not my business. I'm just saying. You're blown. You're blown, Thunder. Or you're blow. Are you leaving? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm sorry, Thunder. I know what you're saying. That's okay, Thunder. You kind of walked into that one. Yeah. Get your contact. I used to get a do-over on mine all the time, Gavin. Yeah, but last month, dear, it was this way. Yeah, well, that was last month. This is this month. Okay, whatever you say. I figured I got it easy. Now all I got to do is keep her broom full of gas. I'm not sure, Stephen. I don't know. She's a she's a very nice lady. She really is, and you know I just kind of get the feeling that she might be a little bit wild herself. So might work out. Yeah, that's about right, Chin. Oh, jeez. I used to be blonde. When I was young, it was darker, kind of a, a dark blonde, almost brown. And then it turned blonde, and I decided I didn't like that, so I decided to turn gray and white. Much better now. Okay, you want to come up here for a minute? You want to come up here for a minute? Come on. Come and say hi to everybody. Yeah. Come and say hi. Tell them hi. Well, you're sitting up all straight tonight. What's up with that? Hmm? You being a good girl? Yeah. Tell them hi. Tell them hi. Aren't you going to tell on me? Aren't you going to tell on me? Why do you always look so disgusted when you do this? You whine till you get up here, and then when you get up here, you look all disgusted. What's up with that? You spoiled baby, huh? Yes. He's a spoiled baby kitty. Okay, now you want down? Wow, this is a first. He's actually sitting up here, not trying to get down. Tell him hi. Yeah. Okay, down you go. Oh, wow. No claws that time either. What's up with that? You know. Treat time. There you go, sweetie. There you go. Jim, my dad had a full head of hair till the day he died. He never lost a bit. I've lost some over the years, more like my mother. But he died with a full head of hair. He was jet black. Looked like he was Mexican or Italian. And he just turned white all of a sudden, and then he diagnosed with cancer. He's gone in about 6 months. Oh, funny, Sam. Yeah, I know she does, Thunder. That's exactly what she's doing. She's no dummy. She knows where the treats are. She usually doesn't sit there that long, though. Usually the back claws come out, and that's the sign, let go. I'm getting down whether you like it or not. Okay. Oh, good one, darling. That better? How'd you get paper in your water bowl? How'd you get paper in your water bowl? I'm trying to make her water taste like paper. God. Oh, that's bad, darling. He used to be a guy that would come to my mom and dad's house. I was about 5 or 6 years old, I guess. And he had a wig. He always wore a wig. And one day he came and didn't have it on. He was just totally bald. And I just looked up at him and said, "Hey, what happened to your hair? Did the wind blow it off?" My dad gave me a dirty look. Yeah, let's hear a humanoid joke. That one's bad too, darling. Getting a little close, Larry. We just talked about this. YouTube gets the innuendos as well. Sorry, has to be that way. So how about them 49ers? Or is it Dallas Cowboys? I guess it was Dallas Cowboys, wasn't it? Sure would, Kevin. Yeah, but they're not. They're just funny. I guess you could offend some people with blonde jokes, but they're just not downright dirty. Yeah, that's right, darling. You guys are too much, you and Gavin. Hey, you can say the same thing about brunettes. You know, I'm sure there's a bunch of brunette jokes too that blondes do. When I was real little, I had red hair. My hair's changed a lot over the years, and they used to call me Carrot Top all the time. I think I was a red-headed stepchild back then. Yeah, it was really red at one time when I was little. It's funny too, because my mother was blonde and my father had jet black hair, really thick jet black, and I come out red-headed. What's up with that? Oh yeah. Hi Jeff. What's up with Jeff tonight? Yeah, heard that. We'll just wave at him. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it's about right. Chin. They used to do some spray painting, and so even my face and mustache and all would get white. I put the glasses on and sit in the break room. Santa Claus. Okay, Larry. Have a good night, man. You guys are about to get cold over there again, aren't you, Jeff? Oh, those are bad. Of course, there's always the old standard one too. The two blondes sitting in a bar drinking, and one of them says, we should go to the sun. Everybody's wanting to go to the moon. We should go to the sun, and the other one says, well, no, you can't. You'll burn up. And the first one says, no, we'll go at night. That was my blonde joke for the night. Thank you very much. That one's been around for a long time. The ones you're telling I haven't heard before, and I've heard quite a few of them. So, going to the sun at night was been around for a long one, a long time. That's right, Chin. Well, he's messing with the heater cord. Jumps up on the doghouse and unplugs the thing all the time. I have to move it. Be right back. Oh, geez, that's a nice shot. Sorry about that. Yeah, all the parks are closed here in Arizona, and quite a few of the dispersed camping areas are gated as well. There's always one that's open all the time up where I go, but you know, at last count there was 39 inches of snow up there. It's been melting. There's a lot of flood warnings, you know, below that right now, but I'm sure by the time I get up there it's going to be pretty muddy. So they broke a bunch of records this year up there, so I imagine it's going to be pretty nasty. I don't frequent the parks though, or you know, the campsites, you know, the pay sites, or even the ones that you don't have to pay for. Developed campsites. I don't go to those. Only, you know, just to get away from the people. About their alien transport vehicles. Thank you, Gavin. Oh, they had a couple of watches that were running a little bit thunder. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, dangerous. They weren't running that deep and that fast, so, you know, a lot of, you know, stupid people would try to go through the mud and get stuck and then say, oh, it's, you know, it's flooding and, you know, we're all going to drown and all that stuff. So but yeah, I'm glad I didn't go. To get back on that, I'm glad I didn't go because, you know, rainy days out there, you know, what kind of fun is that? You end up sitting, you know, in the camper or, you know, under the yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I like sitting in the sun out there watching people, and there's just not a lot of people walking around when it's raining. Yeah, Jeff, me too. It's I'm a full-blown introvert. Like I always say, it's not that I don't like people. I just like them a lot better when I can't see them. I just contradicted myself too. You know, when I say when I go to the RTR, I go out there to watch people walking around. Awning. Yep, that's what I'm trying to say, Stephen. Thank you. Devil, Stephen. Yeah, there's a point where I'll just, you know, if it starts to get too crowded, I'll go find someplace else. I'll just move. The last time I was out there with Alan, it was 2 years ago, I guess. I did a video with, you know, with other people. It was kind of fun. Walking backwards and, you know, riding your bikes backwards and all kinds of stuff. You know, one of the good things about going where there isn't anybody around. If I wake up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I can start the generator if I want to and not bother anybody. Yeah, that's right, darling. You can always move your house. Yeah, there's lots of drama out there. Somebody's always fighting with somebody. Yeah, we got it, Thunder. No problem. Yeah, it may as well, Thunder. We all got it, though. That was a nice thing about the pickup, too, with the camper on the pickup. A lot more choices to go. Yeah, if I can squeeze in there, then that's a good place to be. Had that truck in some pretty squeezable places, too, boy. One of my favorite spots is sometimes I have to make my own way out if it rains, because it'll flood the little road that goes in there to it. You guys probably saw that. Hey, Gavin, did you ever get your your internet speed fixed up so you can, help host and stuff? I know we tried that one time and we just couldn't get a good connection. That's right, darling. Do what we got to do. I discovered one thing, though, darling, that later in the summer, when the sun starts to, get lower in the sky, that spot's not so good for solar. Man, I'm getting a bunch of email tonight. Now, something about cannabis oil. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have a winch. I don't have a winch either, but I've never had to really use the shovel. I'll check the place out pretty good, and if I don't think it's going to be safe, I just won't use it. That one spot that I'm talking about, I don't go in there during the monsoon season, because it can cloud up and rain for a couple of days, and I'd be stuck if I had to get out of there. And once or twice I've had to make my own way out between the trees and stuff, spending a little time cutting down branches and things so I can get out of there. But, that's not fun. Sorry about that, darling. Yep. Yeah, that's another old one, Jeff. That one's been around for quite a while, too. That'll probably work. I don't see why that wouldn't work at all. Why that would not work. Gavin, we should try it again. And then Chin was supposed to do it too, and then I ended up not even doing one that week. So, and we got Chin on the wire as well. Yeah, she's speaking. She thinks she's going to get another T word, but she's not. Not this time of night. She likes to attack my toes and stuff at night. She gets too many treats. Okay, we can try that, Gavin. That'll be fun, I think. Let me know when you want to do that. Nah, I don't get it, Thunder. Code words for what? Oh, meow meow. I want the tea. No. And thank you for reminding me of that. I completely forgot about it. There's a can of tuna fish in the cupboard, too. I should probably do that. Yeah, we all used to be hot spots, Chen. Yeah. Yeah, one meow for that, and then 2 meows for something else, and a round scratch is, leave me alone. She's up on the safe laying on her back staring at me now. Yeah. Okay. What? You talking about me? Yeah, I've got some. I've got some up there. They've been up there for quite a while. I don't, do they expire? Can I still give it to her, or should I just get a new bag? Yes, I did, darling. And thank you. I appreciated that. I didn't say anything, but thanks. Okay, well, I'll just run over to Wally World then and get some more. Not tonight, though. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. When she was little, she kind of played with it just a little bit, the catnip, but now she don't pay any attention to it. Now she just, looks at it, smells a little bit, and walks off, and then doesn't come back to it. Probably had a bad trip or something, Yeah, we're talking about you. Yeah. Well, I haven't tried to. Well, I gave her some tuna once. She ate that right up. But she goes in spurts with the hairball thing. She spends a lot. She gets bored in it, and she'll sit around, and clean herself a lot. Lick, 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 lick a lot, And then that's when she starts having trouble the next day or two. After that, but if she's not real bored, then she doesn't spend a lot of time cleaning. Yeah, that's right, Thunder. Probably just makes her hungry and then she wants to go take a nap, It's like us. That's what we do now. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta make another ciggy. Be right back. Well, the people next door got their barbecue out and they're brewing coffee on it, and I can smell it through the bender window. Oh man, it smells good. Oh, that's bad, Jeff. Thank you, Thunder. There's a lot of hot air in here tonight, though, Stephen. Devil Stephen. Oh, yeah, boy, you got that right, darling. I know when I'm camping, that sure smells good. Every now and then I'll, set up the grill outside on the fire and brew coffee that way. Sure smells good, mixed with the pine smoke. Yeah, that's not good. Devil, that's not good. Have to tie stuff down out there already. Oh, geez. I feel sorry for you, darling. A little noisy, too, I'll bet. Yeah, Lily was already fixed when I got her. She was a rescue kitty. I think I've told the story before that I spent a lot of time there at the facility where they have the cats. It's not a state owned or county owned place. It's just a group of really nice ladies that get cats and take care of them and then give them away to the right people and that. So, but I spent a lot of time in there. Several weeks back and forth waiting and looking at the cats and that. She had quite a few of them. Now it's just about to give up, and Lily came out and just kind of walked right up to me and started meowing, and I picked her up, and she just, kind of nibbled on my finger a little bit, and they said she was a little nibbler. She didn't bite or anything, but she was such a cute little thing that, it kind of just melted my heart right there, so I just grabbed her up and took her home. Yeah, good idea, darling. One cat needs enough. You got two? That's bad. I can't drink any coffee this time of night. I'll be up all night. I used to be able to coffee all day and all night, but not anymore. Yeah. Yeah, she probably rescued me, darling. I don't know what I'd do without her now. I really don't. That time that I left her home for a week, it was just, it just didn't feel right, Yeah, I was drinking the Coke quite a bit, darling, and then I kind of backed off. I feel a little better, lots of, there for a while it was, first thing I'd get a can of Coke, even before I had coffee sometimes, and that's just not good, not for me anyway. So I just backed off quite a bit. I'll get a 12-pack once a month or so. Usually lasts all month. Hey, Evelyn. Good to see you. And I could read that thing that you posted on Facebook perfectly. I reposted it on my own, and thank you for that. So I just drink water at night now, mostly. Nothing after 7 o'clock, though, because, you know, I wake up early enough so I don't need to be drinking water and then waking up twice as much. Yep, she sure did, Thunder. You know, Cheryl would come over and feed her and water her, you know, and give her the T word and all that. And she was okay, but, you know, she just wasn't the same. So when I come home, man, she just meowed and meowed and meowed. Constantly rubbing all over my legs and stuff, you know. And she meowed so much, she just ended up just squeaking a little bit instead of meowing. Had a sore throat or something. I guess I was getting chewed out pretty good. Yeah, those things give me heartburn, devil. For some reason. Okay, well, tell him thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, Thunder. We got some people coming back in now, if that's what you mean. It's a good deal. Yeah. Oh, man, if I say it, too, she knows. She knows that word. My parents used to try to do that to me. And I figured it out, you know. And I want a piece of pie, too, you know. Well, now there's a combination, Jeff. I've been there, Evelyn. I know how that feels. Evelyn, every time the ex goes to the valley, I always ask her to stop at Burger King to get me a bag of onion rings and a strawberry shake, but when she comes back, she doesn't have it. Says she drank it all, ate all the onion rings. Yeah, thanks a lot. My ex is like that too, darling. She doesn't like water at all. She'd rather drink coffee. Even when we were married, she would coffee all day and all night. Never bothered her. Yeah, the ice makes it taste better. It really does. Now, save me a piece, darling. It's my favorite. And that coconut cream. Yeah. That's a good idea. I think I'll just go out there and try to find some. Yeah, again, when I'm out, I'm always, proud that I can make a gallon of water last for a day, day and a half, And then, but every now and then, boy, I just, you just get just darn thirsty, And little ice in it, boy, it is good. It's really good. Apple pie a la mode, it was my Achilles heel when I was driving, Gavin. That and chocolate cake and milk. Yeah, anything that's real sugary, Thundy. See, you guys can't spell and I can't talk, so we're a pretty good group. Yeah, sweet sugary drinks when it's too hot, it'll make you sick. That just sounds really good, Devil, Stephen. Okay, that sounds good. And keep the mailman out of it. Yeah, it's I used to drink a beer every now and then too when it got really hot, but that's not good for you either, really. You can't buy beer. All you can do is run it for a little while, So, dehydration sets in. That's not good. All right, Ran. Well, Thunder's back in, and Jeff's he's been back in kind of steady, and who else? And Devil Travels, he's been coming in pretty good. So we're getting some back. How's the jewelry business, Ren? Are you still working on that? I know you're playing guitar. Got to start working on Lake Lizard. Yeah, Thunder and Lake Lizards have been with my channel for a long time. I think you're a couple of the originals. And Pedestrian Hippie. I haven't seen her for a while either. I have to start working on her a little bit. Oh yeah, how'd that go, Ren? Did you have a good time? See any movie stars? I know they used to say Dean Martin was always out on the golf course there. Yeah. Yeah, he'd get us going pretty good, Thunder. I swear he had a joke book, though, because that's just, some of them were just really, off the wall stuff, Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time anyway. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he never really did any rehearsing for his variety show. Everything was pretty much off the wall stuff. I guess they had cue cards that he would read now and then, but most of it was ad lib. And boy, he was really sharp with stuff. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. You've heard me tell that thing that, where we drove to West Virginia, in Tennessee somewhere. I stopped for gas, rolled the window down. It was like somebody dumped a bucket of water on me. And I said, geez, what is the humidity here? And he's just looking at me like, what? Stuck his hand out, like, moisture in the air. What? It's not raining. Yeah, you're probably right, Jen. Well, they're getting bad as we go, darling. I hate to repeat myself, but I lived in Savannah for just a little short time. I was trying to get my internet set up, and I was talking like I'm talking right now, and I couldn't get them guys to come out for nothing, to get it set up and all that. And finally, it dawned on me that I'm not speaking the language, so I put on a real thick Southern drawl, and boy, they were out there that afternoon to get it all set up. They didn't want to help them Yankees get their internet set up, you know. Bunch of good old boys, though, they are. There you go, Jen. Yeah, I've heard that one in a little different way. How do you keep a bond in suspense? No, it's okay, Donald. You don't have to stop now. That's pretty good. Jeff. Yeah, that's right, darling. You know, darling, they say, oh, you get used to the heat out here because it's a dry heat. Now, you know, I've been here since 1954. I never got used to it. Most of the time, I can't even tolerate it. And the local joke is, yeah, it's a dry heat. And heat your oven up to 120 degrees and stick your head in there and now tell me it's a dry heat. You know how you can tell an Arizona car, don't you? There's oven mitts on the dashboard. Yeah, the humidity in Florida was amazing to me. I mean, it was very uncomfortable, of course, but you wake up in the morning and you can't see in. The windows in the restaurants are all fogged up, and you can't tell if anything's open or not because you can't see through the windows. Pretty interesting. Even my truck windows were all fogged up, couldn't see anything. How can you tell an Arizona car? There's oven mitts on the dashboard. That's right, Jen. It's always hotter in Vegas than it is in Phoenix most of the time. Hey, do y'all remember the plastic seat covers? They didn't sell too very well in Arizona either. A lot of people stuck on them, had to drag them out of there, leave half their legs on the seat. That skin, leg skin. Did I miss something, Chin? I don't get it. Oh, okay, I see it now. Who is that? Who is Street Stories then? Icon's too small, I can't see it. Now, I've lived in Arizona since 1954, darling. There's a reason for that. Oh, now that's a good one. Oh, okay. Hi, Christopher. Oh, now I remember you talking about that. A couple of nights ago you were talking about Street Stories. I looked it up and I couldn't find it. Is that a private channel or something? I just like it here, darling. I really do. You know, such a diverse landscape, you know. Sea level to 10,000 feet in 4.5 hours. With all kinds of places all in between the different sea levels to park, you know. No, that's completely disinterested. See, I can't talk, you guys can't spell, so yeah. Yeah, there's another one. YouTube decided not to post, but I went ahead and approved it anyway, Chris. I don't mind that. Yeah, we're all struggling for subscribers, so you know. You know, I got some no-see-ums up there in the mountains, Chin. Mostly bees, though. And you see them pretty good. They love my Coke cans. Yeah, they up in the right-hand corner of the video, you know, the little icon that pops up for cards. They're setting up their AI. They've got a new AI, artificial intelligence, to start monitoring comments and thumbnails and titles. You know, they're starting to have some bad ones, and so, you know, as you know, when YouTube starts setting something new up, then, you know, things get a little crazy. Like the apocalypse last year over getting demonetized for nothing, you know. So, and you know, they're saying it's to protect the miners and that kind of stuff, and not the mountain miners, but the young people. So, and there's some people that are complaining about it. You know, they can't figure it out. They have these channels that, you know, the language is terrible, and, you know, they're talking about all kinds of stuff, and, you know, and some people are losing their channel altogether. Did Devil take off? I missed it, I guess. You taking off too, darling? Okay. Try to have a good night. I hope the kitties don't bother you too, bud. Yeah, just about. Just about, Christopher, I'm telling you. Oh my, yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours, a little after 2 hours. I was having such a good time, I wasn't even looking at the time. Jeez. Yeah, thanks a lot, darling. Night, Gavin. Let me know when you want to do that. And Chin, I guess, you know, you're up next. And I apologize for, you know, asking you to come in to host, to help host, and then I don't show up. So, sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, they did. I couldn't believe that. I was livid over that. Oh yeah, green beer. Ugh. We still got 11 people watching, so I'm going to hang out here for a little while. But, you know, usually 2 hours is about the limit. But, you know, I'm just starting to get some people back in, so I'm going to hang out here for a little bit longer. Yeah, I figured that didn't break your heart much, Jen. Trying to get Blacktop Boondocker in here, Chen. I asked him a couple of times, but, you know, he works 2 jobs, so it's pretty hard for him to, you know, to figure out what day it would be. I sent him an email earlier saying that, you know, it doesn't have to be on a Monday night. We can do, you know, a live stream anytime. So, you know, if I can talk him into it, we'll get him in here. He's a good guy and fun. Yeah, I agree, Thunder. I was looking at some of my old videos, and, you know, I can't believe some of the people that have, you know, gone. Some of them are just, you know, no longer do videos, and they're not on YouTube anymore, and all that stuff. So, it'd be kind of fun to get some of the old guys in here, old people. No puns intended, but you know what I mean. That's a 4-letter word, Thunder. Work. Can't say that. Okay, Evelyn. Well, everybody's dropping out like flies, so. Have a great night, Evelyn. See you next week. Chet, he's been doing a lot of home brewing. He makes his own beer and his own wine, and it's pretty interesting. It really is. I like to watch him do that. It's unscripted. Life Unscripted is Blacktop Boondocker Life Unscripted or something like that. And you'll find him. And it's fun to watch. He's all set up, boy. He's got a pretty good little operation going. But he just does it for himself. He doesn't sell it because he doesn't want to, get into the selling minors and alcohol and all that. So he just drinks it up himself, I guess. Yeah, I started an hour early on my time, Christopher, so that it wasn't till late on the East Coast. I didn't make an announcement either, but most everybody figured it out, I guess. Actually, it'd be the same time, Yeah, you can do that. Why don't you do some of those videos, Chin? I'd watch them. If you don't want to, do it on your own channel, you can, send it to me. I'll put it on the main page. Share it on my main page. You were doing your coloring book, were you? And we picked up one more. Maybe this was a good thing. Just start a little bit earlier. I don't know how that makes any difference, though. It'll be the same time, so, So you guys that are on cell phones, can you see the chat, the side chat? And I know some people can't see it. Well, that'd be interesting, Chin. I was watching some lady on YouTube today that a school professor of some sort. She said that she was trying to teach some. Hi, Vicky. Boy, I haven't seen you for a long time. Anyway, she was coming up with tests for civics, and she was so surprised that couldn't get people to pass it, and so she lowered the standard. Jeez. Hi, Dan. Yeah, I know, Thunder. Oh, we lost one, gained 2 and lost 1, so we're up to 10 now. Well, I'm going to have to go make a couple more ciggies. This is fun. Be right back. Yeah, that's right, Thunder. That's great. Good thing. Good deal. Well, good, Vicky. I'm glad to see you posting something. Now we know you're there, so we'll quit talking about you, okay? Nah, just kidding. Be right back. There's Ricky Ray. Hi, Rick. What's up, man? Haven't heard from you. I've been waiting for you to call. Oh, he said he'd be right back. Okay, Thunder, I watched him. Well, as long as you can't see through it, that's okay. Had to put that wall up to keep the riffraff out. Street. Little pun intended. Rick, did you make it back yet? Yeah. Hi. Meow. I just woke her up. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jen. I'm beginning to look like the wizard too, a little bit. No, you're not, Christopher. You're not no riffraff. Yeah. Just need my red suit, my red hat, my little square reading glasses. I'll be, you know. I just shaved quite a bit of it off. I trimmed it up pretty good a couple of weeks or so ago. It's starting to look really bad. The older I get, the worse it comes in. It used to be thick, you know, and pretty even, but now it's just kind of longer on one side all the time. Oh, thanks, Dan. Being married to Cher would be kind of fun. Yeah. I know it used to scare me to death to go through Chicago. It really did when I was driving, and you know I could, as bad as the waterfront harbor was, or produce area was, you know, I couldn't wait to get in there. Now I'll be singing "I Believe I Can Fly." And no, she doesn't, Thunder. She stays the same. I bet she spends a lot of money on that, too. Yeah, there's a few on the list or two. Going to get some coal this year. That Sonny was. They were a couple, you know. They really were, Sonny and Cher. Yeah. Okay. I used to, you know, try to hide it, Thunder, but nah, what for? You know. I try not to blow it right into the camera. Of course, you knew I was going to do that, right? Yeah, that was futile. You're not going to save that Salton Sea. Pretty nasty now, I guess. Well, you better check it there, Thunder. It might be. I'm not, you know. This live stream probably isn't used to this, you know. It's getting tired. Oh man. Yeah, that was awful. He was doing pretty good, you know, the governor of Palm Springs, and And he did all right for himself afterwards. One of the last times they were together, they were on a talk show. I can't remember the guy's name. He's pretty popular though. And they did one of their famous songs. They did really good too. But, they had a couple of times that they had a little hiccup there. Neither one of them could remember which one was supposed to be singing what. So that was fun. Oh, is it really, Christopher? I didn't know that. Yeah, they say they go in threes, but I think they've passed that, haven't they? Just recently. Yeah, that's it, Letterman. I Got You, Babe. That was the name of the song that they were doing. Oh, I missed that one, Vicky. I used to watch those. Oh, that's kind of cool, Christopher. There's another sad story, too, Liberace. He was a showman, all right. I've watched the one where they did Paul McCartney too. That was pretty good. Had some popular people when he was really popular with the Beatles out there singing. Of course, they were singing his songs. Steven Tyler he blew the crowd up. He really did. Now I don't know if I'd want to do that, Christopher. I'm not sure I could live in somebody else's house like that. Too many ghost stories. Which house did he have that had the piano for the shaped as a piano for the swimming pool? Was it in Vegas or Palm Springs? Probably Palm Springs. Yeah. Neil Diamond was something else. Boy, I watched the original Hot August Night in the 70s. Don't remember what year it was, but I was at that concert. Wow. All I can say about that one was just wow. And then he did another one here just a few years ago in Phoenix at the Sun Stadium. We were up in the in the nosebleed seats, but the sound system was just phenomenal. And, you know, took everybody back 30 years. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember which city it was in. Oh yeah, he was. Christopher, he really was. Yeah, the one he did in Phoenix, Vicky, he walked right through the crowd. You know, he didn't come in off stage or anything like that. He could walked right up through the crowd. Oh, that's too bad, Chin. It really is. And the last time I heard anything from him, he said he wasn't going to do any more uh, with the music thing. He's done. Oh yeah, I remember when I was growing up, Jeff. It was, you know, Liberace on the TV all the time, and uh, somebody else my parents watched. Oh, Lawrence Welk. Now Liberace and Lawrence Welk. When I was little, my aunt used to say that she was going to punish me by making me watch the Lawrence Welk show, but I didn't care because I was in love with the Lennon sisters, especially the young one. You remember that program called ICQ? Some of you guys might remember that. It was one of the first video chat places you could go. And one of the guys that used to come in was a trombone player for Lawrence Welk. And a bunch of us recognized him when we were talking back and forth with him. And I told him that story, and he went and told the youngest Lennon sister, well, I can't remember her name now, but I got a little note from her saying that she was, she thanked me for watching, you know, and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of fun. Yeah, that's it, Janet. I think everybody had a little crush on her. Gee, sorry guys, something got my eyes. Must be that coffee smell from next door. That's what it is. I'm going into okay, I'll go ahead and... Oh, I missed it. I know it popped up. It popped up there, Christopher. Yeah, we've been dating ourselves pretty good lately. Chin was into music quite a bit too, so he and I got along real well that way, and we kind of tweak each other's memory every now and then. Oh, thank you, Chin. Appreciate it. Yeah, that kind of stuff, that's all right. I don't care about that. Like I was saying earlier, we're all struggling for subscribers. Makes some people mad, takes the limelight off of them, but I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, that's getting pretty bad there, Christopher. You have to go date yourself. I spent many nights at the restaurant by myself. I've been losing subscribers steadily since I came off the mountain. 1 or 2 a week or so. I figured out it's better if I don't make a video when I'm at home. At the home base. Yeah, I remember Dragnet. Just the facts, man. Just the facts. Oh yeah, we used to have a drive-in movie place just a few blocks away, Vicky, and anytime a new Elvis Presley movie came out, we were always down there. We'd walk down there, and pay the 50-cent fee to walk in. Go sit by the snack bar. I got you beat. I got let's see. Last count, I had 4 grandkids and 2 great grandkids. Yeah, I remember Clint Walker. And you remember the Rifleman? Rifleman, that was a good show. And Rin Tin Tin. How about Rin Tin Tin? I got one. How about Howdy Doody? It's Howdy Doody time. Uh-oh. I've been caught. Hello? Am I what?
Done.
No, we're going to run a little late tonight. We got some people in here, so I'm running a little bit late.
Okay.
I thought you were going to bed for the night.
Terry called and woke me up.
What woke you up?
Terry.
Oh. Oh, you have to go get him?
No, he just had a question about his medicine.
Oh. Okay. Well, going on a little more than 2.5 hours, so I'm getting kind of tired. We'll be shutting down here a little bit if you're still awake.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Lassie. And yeah, Rin Tin Tin the dog. Uh-huh. Little Jimmy. Or no, Little Timmy, that's what it was. Yeah, that one got me kind of the wrong way there, Christopher, and great grandkids. Wow. Old Yeller, yeah, that's a standard. That was an old standard movie. Yeah, Kimasabi. Jiminy Cricket. You bet. You remember Sniffles? and Alvin and the Chipmunks. What was this, memory lane tonight? Yep, Highway Patrol. They try to do a spin-off on that too a little bit. Funny one. What was it, Car 54, Where Are You? I like to watch Barney Miller too. He was fun. I like that one. Sing It in the Rain. Okay, Jeff, I can't remember the guy. Who was it? I can picture his face, Jeff. I just can't remember his name. Alvin! Yeah, that's right, Christopher, that's right. You got me on that one, Thunder. I don't remember that one. Gene Kelly. Jeff, that's right. Yeah, Fish was one of my favorite guys on Barney Miller and the Chinese guy. What was his name? Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay, yeah, see, I don't remember that one then. I probably wasn't allowed to watch stuff like that. The Blob, I remember the Blob. And the Tomato People. What was that other one? Green something. Jack Sue, that's it, Christopher. He was funny. He was the Green something. What was that guy's show? Green Lantern. Green Lantern, that's it. Boy, it sure was, Thunder. Welcome back, Cotter was good. Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. His first movie. Where do you get those, Christopher? Did you actually get them from them, or is there a place that you can buy them or something? Green Hornet? Yeah, that was it. Green Acres? Yeah. I love living in the city. Little Zsa Zsa Gabor. Beverly Hillbillies. Had to feed her critters all the time. Max died not too long ago too, didn't he? Oh, I see. Okay, I got it straight. I've seen some of those pictures you've got on your walls, Christopher. You show them every now and then. Get Smart, yeah. That was my brother's favorite show. He liked that one a lot, only because he was like him. No, I don't. I think he died, didn't he? I thought maybe he didn't. I don't know. I thought I heard something or read something about it not too long ago. He was always trying to cipher something, wasn't he? I used to have nightmares about that one, Thunder. They were just weird nightmares, too. Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected then. Yeah, that was uh, Sheriff something. Okay, maybe that's where I got confused then. Yeah, she was the one who was always feeding her critters. In the swimming pool, of all things. What was that guy's name, Jeff? It was Sheriff something. All I can think it was Sheriff Buter or something like that. Yeah, that's it. Isn't that funny? See, they didn't like that one either. Buford Pusser. What's up with wrong? What's wrong with that? I have to keep approving them. And they're probably getting that last word confused with something else. The A I can't spell either. I was being facetious. Yeah, that's a bit much. 23 million bucks for a house. I guess if you got it, you know. Yeah, that's right, Jen. Sorry, Vicky, I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have done that one. Yeah, look out, Vicky. Thunder's after you. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy with her, wasn't there? Yeah, I understand that one, Christopher. I'd have to come up with that much just to break even. To be short. Well, I got to tell you, if they demonetize this chat because of that Buford Pusser guy, I'll be right in the middle of their stuff over that one. Just like the jigger on the pressure cooker, they get me for that all the time. Yeah, that's about right for me too, Chin. Just think we only need another million or 22 million to get it, huh? Think we could do it crowdfunding for that? I watched a documentary on Wizard of Oz today, Thunder. Boy, they had a lot of problems. The actors did. They were all, allergic to the makeup and stuff they were using, and a couple of people were pretty sick. Now the guy that played Grandpa on the Beverly Hillbillies almost died. Yeah, that's it. Go fund us. Yeah, that's right, Jen. It did. You know, that's when, the union started coming alive in Hollywood because of, not solely because of that, but because they would treat the actors. They were like props, to MGM. You know, if they couldn't make it, they got sick, they just got somebody else. They can't do that now. Yeah, that's right. He was. He was the one that. Well, he was really sick. Got all kinds of infections in his lungs, and that was terrible. And they did the same thing to the girl. What was her name? They would give her, make her go on diets to keep her weight down, and they'd give her amphetamines, I guess, so that she wouldn't eat. And then give her sleeping pills at night to make her sleep. And consequently, she got hooked onto drugs and lost her career and died at 39. Can you believe that? Yeah, that was a good show. Yeah, Judy Garland. Dorothy, yep. She's just a teenager. Feeding her all those drugs and stuff like that, just so she'd perform. No, I haven't seen that one. Christopher, I haven't seen that one. All right, guys. I'm about had it. I'm about wiped out. So we've gone on 3 hours here. So I think I'm going to shut her down for the night. Get ready for the next one. Okay, I'll do that one. I'll do that, Chris. I didn't see that one either, Jen. Why not? Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, I think. Okay, Chen, have a good night. See you, Jeff. Night, Thunder. Good to see you in here. Hope you keep coming back in. It's been fun. You're always welcome here, Chris. Always, always. And good night. Okay, Vicky. Yeah, Netflix. That's a good one. Star Trekky here. I like to watch those. And Frasier. I'll watch Frasier over and over and over. I always miss something. And then you pick it up the next time you watch it. The exploding shaving cream. That was probably the funniest bit that he ever did. Not Fraser, but his brother, Niles. Hi, Frida. I'm sorry. I'm just getting ready to shut down, too. Good to see you, though. Just so you know, I'm starting an hour early. I'm not sure where you are, but I'm starting them on at 5 o'clock now instead of 6. So, you know, if you're in the Arizona area or California, I guess. Okay, yeah, guys, that's it. I've had it. Kick my shoes off, relax, put my feet up, pet the kitty cat a little bit, and I'll be heading for bed too pretty soon. Hope you all have a great night. See you all next week. Yeah, so it'd be the same time for you. Still be 8 o'clock in Georgia there, I think, because of the time change. So yeah, if you guys want to continue to go ahead and chat, and just go ahead and do all that. I'll just shut the camera and the mic off and leave the chat up for a little while. If you guys want to continue to talk, that's okay. And then we'll shut it down when things start quieting down.